What's up, everybody out there, bodybuilders that can't eat? This is for you. As a bodybuilder, you have to be able to put down some serious food. If you can't, no way you're going to be able to bodybuild. Even on contest prep, I remember in some of my contest preps, I could barely even eat enough of the food, but I had to get it down. And back then, we had certain ways. Maybe we would puff on a little, or we would take an antihistamine called periactin that would help with appetite. We had, like GRHP6, which helped with appetite. But sometimes, you needed something a little more, okay? So there's a prescription called Mirtazapine. It's a psych drug. It's used for major depressive disorder. They prescribe it to cancer patients, off-label to eat. And I found out about it, oh man, I don't know how many years ago, but some of my bodybuilders that have eating tons of food, they just can't eat. So I give them, or I tell them, hey, get this script from your doctor. It's pretty generally safe. Get it from your doctor. He goes over and makes sure you don't have anything that can, combat it. Because some people, it can make them depressed or, suicidal and stuff like that if you have things that are already existing mentally wise. So make sure you go over it with your doctor, of course, because I'm not a doctor, but and it's kind of like you take it before bedtime because it's like a tranquilizer. It'll knock you out and you'll sleep 8 to 10 hours also. So you get amazing sleep and you wake up and then you just eat all day. I don't need to take this now because I'm not trying to be as big as possible or eat that much food anymore. I only eat 3 meals a day. But people that are trying to get big, like most bodybuilders that are competitive now, eating is one of the most hardest things to do. Sometimes on contest prep too. I remember I was up to almost 10 full meals a day on contest prep, and I know I have some of my athletes eat a lot on contest prep, and they have a hard time even getting some of the meals in. So this compound, it does have side effects. Most of them, the person might be groggy the first couple times they take it. I wouldn't suggest someone taking it every single day because then your body depends on it. I would take it maybe a few times a week and you'll be okay just when it's time to come off or stop or when you don't need it anymore. Like I said, it can cause some issues if you already have some mental issues or unstable. It can make you agitated, kind of freak out. So be careful and talk to your doctor about it. But a lot of people don't ever talk about it, and it's a really, really good compound for, to eat. And I call it like the magic pill sometimes because I'll be like, my bodybuilder client will be like, man, I just can't eat any more than that at all. I'm going to try this. They're like, man, I'm eating all day. I could get all my meals in, and then they're gaining muscle because they're able to eat, which is one of the most important things in bodybuilding. So try that out, guys. I've been getting a lot of questions lately if we're going to do a Leo longevity podcast again, a non-fraudulent podcast. Before I spoke to him, before he went to Portugal, he had a lot of stuff going on, obviously, and people brought it public, which is silly. Everybody has their own, private issues in their relationship. So I haven't talked to him since then, but people keep asking me when we're doing a podcast again, when we're going to do the podcast again. And they're asking Blue now too, because it was going to be Leo, Blue, and myself. We thought that was a good, combination, and maybe probably bring a guest in here and there, do coach calls, stuff like that. But hopefully, I would say maybe within a month. I think Leo was saying he'll be back to the right mindset to make videos because when you're a creator, and I'm not a creator of videos, I'll do like short ones like these. It takes a lot of editing, and there's a lot to it. People just think you just push play. I mean, that's what I do, but think you just push play and just talk. No, there's a lot of that goes into being a YouTuber. It's like a full-time job. People always ask me, why don't you be a YouTuber? Why don't you be a YouTuber? It's pretty much a full-time job. I mean, hold on, listener chat. I work. I have I'm full-time prepping clients. I'm my own nutrition company. I have a couple kids, family. So I'm very busy. I wouldn't even have a chance. I would like to one day eventually, but right now, I'm hoping we get the podcast going soon because that's a good chemistry. And of course, we lost Boston, and it's never going to be the same without him. And we want to keep it going in remembrance of his name because a lot of people pass away. And people, they miss him for a while. They just kind of forget about him. And I don't want that to happen because Boston, he kind of made the show with Leo. So we want to keep doing it to keep his name alive. And me and Blue had a certain idea that certain amount of clients we get. Let's say I get 5 clients. I might say, hey, you pay me this much, and you pay the rest to a fund for Boston, because I know Ariella, which I thought they were legally married. I didn't know they weren't. Has issues with getting something to the courts. Hopefully they can get that cleared up, because I know when I spoke to Boston, he always told me he was very well off financially. So and we had these talks before, but sometimes when you're not married to the person, it makes it hard. And so we want to, keep his name alive. Boston was one of my close friends, and honestly, it still doesn't feel real yet. I had one of my best friends that was here local with me for years, and he passed, and it took a while to actually hit. So it still doesn't even feel real, and I don't really want to talk about it. But yeah, it doesn't feel real yet. But we want to keep his name alive through that show, and want to continue it on. And hopefully in about a few weeks to a month, we can get that rolling again and get on a normal time slot to do it, like weekly or bi-weekly. Okay, guys, I hope you all have a great day. Make sure you check out my website, armandadb.com. My Instagram is back on after it got deleted. It's armandadb83. A lot of bodybuilders' Instagrams are getting deleted. But, the software is not working right, and they're deleting profiles. And hey, like, I had mine for 7 years. I have 80,000 followers. That took some work and time. There was pictures on there I thought I was never going to get back. I found this specialist, and he has gotten 2 other of my friends' profiles back too. It's not cheap, but I can get you his info if you lost your profile, and your profile is worth that to you. It's worth it to me, because I've built that up for the last 7 years. I do business on there, and I have some smaller sponsorships on there. So hope everybody has a great day, and talk soon.